Hi guys, this video clip continues with a previous video about draw efficient frontier using MS Excel spreadsheet. In the previous video, we have decided the weighting for property F and G for the minimum risk portfolio. We have also calculated the expected return and the risk for the minimum risk portfolio. We have choose optional weighting for the two properties in regard to the determine the efficient frontier. Then we have calculated the risk for option 1 when property F have the weighting of 40%. So now in this video clip, we are going to calculate the risk and expected return for other optional weighting. And then we are going to draw the efficient frontier based on the calculated risk and expected return for efficient portfolios that are on efficient frontier. So based on what we have calculated before, risk and the formula we have keyed in the previous video clip. So next, when we calculate the risk for the next optional portfolio, we have two approaches. One is to repeat exactly the same process as before. So, like when we calculated the risk for portfolio with property F have the weighting of 70%. So, one approach is we repeat exactly the same process as we did for option 1. The other approach is to use convenient way in Excel. So what we're going to do is I'm going to demonstrate to you as long as we fix those cells that for property F and G's risk and covariance in the first optional portfolio. Then we can easily get, using the function in Excel, easily get the risk for the other two optional choices for these efficient portfolios. So what I'm going to do, we are going to fix the location of those cells, denoting property F and property G's risk, and also their covariance. How to fix that location is just add the $sign for the cell that is denoting property F's risk and property G's risk. Then also we need to fix up this D6 actually is the covariance, denoting the covariance between the two properties. So add $sign for both indicators of the cell. Then still, we click the return, and you will find the answer is the same because we just fixed cells. What we are going to do, then we can move the cursor to the corner of this cell, and we pull down. Just pull down, then automatically Excel, and it will take into account exactly the same formula, but calculating based on the weighting, other optional weighting on the left-hand side. And then now we move to expected return, and for our portfolio, we still apply the same formula we used in week 1 and 2 topic. We need a weighting of property F times expected return of property F, 14%. Then, yeah, we still can continue on the top line over there, yeah, plus weighting of property G1 minus D26, right? The other way, instead of moving down the cursor, we can just key in D26. Then times property G's expected return. Then we get expected return for this optional portfolio. So in order to calculate expected return for the other two optional portfolios, we do the same for the same as what we did for the risk. We fix the sales of property F and G's expected return. Then we can just pull down. Or the other way, you just repeat exactly the same process for the following sales, just using the other weighting. So now we use the convenient approach in Excel. Add a $sign in between the sale for property F's expected return, and for property G's expected return, add a $sign, fix that sale, then press enter. So after we press enter, we activate the sale and also use the cursor and to the right hand side button corner and pull down. Then we get expected return for the other two portfolios. And we can reformat the boundary of the table to keep it look consistent to the border, and the button line we add in using this. Right. So then the next step 5, we do need to connect all these information together in the table in order to get an appropriate efficient frontier. So we do need to add that the minimum risk portfolio's risk and expected return into this table, and plus the expected risk and return of the other 3 optional portfolios. So first, we add weighting over there. So for this cell, we copy down the weighting. And then each optional weighting over there. And the same for risk. Okay, minimum risk portfolio, the risk is over there. Then the risk for a portfolio with 40% investment in F, risk, copy down. Then 70% investment in F. Then 100% investment in F. Right. The same expected return for minimum risk portfolio, we copy down from the top. Then we have expected return for 40% investment into F, then expected return for 70% investment into F, and the expected return for 100% investment into F. So now, for the overall table here, we have consolidated all the information for risk and expected return for the left-hand side of the efficient frontier and the right-hand side of the efficient frontier. So minimum risk portfolio determines the left-hand side of the efficient frontier. 100% investment into F determines the right-hand side of the efficient frontier. And the other optional portfolios in the middle help to get a certain curvature or smooth curve. So what we're going to do, we are going to draw this efficient frontier. So we do need to select this risk and expected return, all of them. Select them. Then we can insert. And in your Excel function, and you will be able to find either in a banner on the top or in other tools like insert, chart tools. And I expect you to find the tool like scatter. The chart type should be scatter. So it's not a direct line, all right? So scatter, because we do need to draw those dots based on 2 dimensions, risk and expected return. So we choose scatter, and I choose scatter with smooth line and markers. That's the one that I'm going to use. So after I choose this chart, and you can see now the chart over there illustrates this risk on the horizontal line and expected return on the vertical axis, and also draw all these, the minimum risk portfolio on the left hand side, and also the 100% investment into property F on the right hand side. And the other 2 dots over there illustrates 40% investment into F versus 70% investment into F. So if you like, you can do further editing on the chart, given the chart title, like efficient for property F and G. Then you can also change the font size or style. Font size. Okay, usually we use 18 point. And also font size here. So make it larger. And you can also enlarge the plot in whichever way that you like, or make it taller. And meanwhile, you can also add other like the title for this axis. You can like insert text box. Can do whatever. You can just insert text box somewhere, just indicate this is for risk. Yeah, just type in risk, and also can change font. And do the same. You can just copy this text box and move it to copy then paste to then you can write expected return. I do expect you will correctly label these the axis. All right, yeah, then we have drawn this efficient frontier, and this video clip completes the process of this drawing the efficient frontier. Thank you for your watching.